All right, in news just coming in, protests have erupted once again outside the Kerala Assembly, demanding a probe into the role of Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman and Senior Congress leader PJ Kurien in the Surya Neli rape case. Of course, we have in fact over the last couple of days seen protests outside the Kerala Assembly, with the Assembly being repeatedly adjourned. And once again today, you see in fact those pictures on your screens coming to us from outside the Kerala Assembly, where protests have erupted once again with in fact demands for a probe into the role of Mr. PJ Kurien, Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha and Senior Congress leader, into his role in the Surya Neli rape case. And for more on that, let's now go across to my colleague Sneha, who joins us on the phone line. Sneha, tell us what exactly is happening there at the moment.
Yeah, right now in the Assembly, what has happened, the session has been adjourned. There has been again a demand and a walkout by the opposition leaders. They have been demanding an investigation into the case where the protesters, the lady protesters, were allegedly manhandled by the police outside the Assembly when they were protesting in a prohibited area. This protest was organized for a reinvestigation against Professor Kurien's alleged role in the Surya Neli gang rape case. The demand right now is that they want the suspension of the police officers. They want a reinvestigation against Mr. PJ Kurien. And even though the CM has said that there will be a judicial probe, but they have not accepted it, and they have staged a walkout demanding suspension. Meanwhile, right outside the Assembly, you have protests which are going out. It's a cordoned area, but just by the side of the Assembly, you have these protests which are going on. There are water cannons, and there are a lot of leaders who have come to the street. These are from DYFI and different student organizations. Little while saw BJP protesters there. So there are protests which are rising up. Kerala is known for a very volatile situation when it comes to protests, and specifically with this case, definitely a lot of people are coming forth. But meanwhile, Mr. PJ Kurien has still maintained that he has gone through all levels of investigation, and therefore there is nothing against him, and he should not be got into this matter any further. We're also getting news that the key alibi to this case, Mr. Rajan, the BJP leader, has changed his statement, and he said that he was influenced by certain leaders. We will report that in a short while, but this is what the situation right now is.
Right, Sneha, of course, we know that Mr. Kurien is coming under increasing pressure with demands not just for a probe into his role, but many even demanding that he step down. We know that the victim's mother, in fact, has written a letter to Congress President Sonia Gandhi demanding an impartial probe. But as you mentioned, Sneha, Mr. Kurien maintains that this is nothing but a political conspiracy against him. But tell us once again, what exactly is happening outside the Kerala Assembly at the moment? We know that the Assembly has been adjourned repeatedly over this issue.
Yes, this is in fact the fourth working day where the Assembly has been adjourned. The left has demanded that they will not continue until the police officers have been suspended for the alleged mishandling of the protesters outside the prohibited area. But right now the opposition leaders have come out, and they are the different leaders are talking to the media. They are reiterating their demands. Just a while back, we saw massive protests outside the Assembly. These are student organizations, youth organizations like such as DYFI and other organizations. BJP a while back was there. They were burning effigies of these leaders. And there has been there's been an environment of a growing politicization of this issue apart from the main issue. Also the mother has written, now this is a family aid which has written this to Sonia Gandhi, was drafted by them, has the signature of has the name of the mother in this letter, and they have said, they have asked Sonia Gandhi to understand the pain and agony of her mother, who would have had her daughter raped at the age of 16, almost 17 years ago. And she says that the daughter has been categorically, repeatedly saying again and again that Mr. PJ Kurien was part of it. But here I need to mention that Mr. PJ Kurien's advocate, Mr. PJ Kurien, repeatedly has said that he was not there in the Kumli guest house where the victim has been alleging that he allegedly raped her.
Right.
India's #1 news app. just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.